Hello and welcome to my channel. Well, in this tutorial, let's say this can be like a blanket stitch because this is not reversible. This is one of the sides and this is the other side. So it's not, well, you cannot do maybe infinity scarves, a cowl, but a blanket I think looks really nice for whatever you want to do with this. Well, this stitch might be a little bit weird for some of you. Yeah, it's not difficult, but some things that we have to do in that with that stitch, it's a little bit weird. Well, this stitch works with multiples of 2, so I chain here multiples of 2. What we're gonna do, we're gonna skip the first chain, this one, and in the next we're gonna do a single crochet. So in each chain from now on, the first row, let's say, we're gonna do only single crochets in each chain. So go ahead and do single crochet in each chain. Well, it's quite easy, but some things it's weird until you get accustomed with the movement. It's like a little bit looks like a back post double crochet, which some of you might say, nope, I don't want to have anything to do with that. So it might be a little bit difficult. So the first row, which this is just the base. The next 2 rows that we're gonna do, those they're gonna be the repeat, always 2 rows repeat. Okay, we're gonna chain 1. You're always gonna chain 1 at the end. Turn your work, and in the first stitch here, we're gonna do a single crochet. With this, you're gonna always start with a single crochet in the first stitch, and you're gonna finish with a single crochet in the last stitch. So you do a single crochet, chain 1, then we're gonna skip the next stitch, and in the next stitch we're gonna do a single crochet, chain 1, and we're gonna do like this until the end of the row. So skip 1 stitch, and in the next do a single crochet, chain 1. Okay, again skip the next stitch, and in the next we're gonna do the same. 1 single crochet, chain 1, skip 1 stitch, and in the next 1 single crochet, chain 1. We're gonna skip 1 stitch, and in the last stitch we're gonna do 1 single crochet, then you're gonna chain 1, turn your work, and now the fun starts. This is the row that some of you might say, nope, I'm not gonna put up with this. So always you start with, in the first stitch here, with a single crochet. Okay, now we skipped 1 stitch from the previous row, which is this one here, this one. Now we're gonna go yarn over the hook, we're gonna do a double crochet, which we have to go from behind the work, yeah, and you're gonna insert your hook, and with this part you're gonna grab that stitch and you're gonna pull that thing, you know, like this, then pull the yarn through that, and then do a double crochet. Well, the first row it's gonna be weird. Then we have a single crochet here, so we're gonna go in there and we're gonna do a single crochet, yarn over the hook, and now we have this stitch that we skipped from the previous row. So from behind the work you're gonna insert your hook like this, and with this hook you're gonna grab that's, you know, those, make sure that you have 2 loops on the one you grab, then pull up a loop, do a double crochet, then we're gonna move to the single crochet, and we're gonna do a single crochet. What am I doing? Yep, this one. Yarn over the hook, and then we have this stitch from the previous row that we skipped. So from behind the work, you insert your hook and try to grab with the hook the stitch like that, and you have the 2 loops here. Yeah, then pull the yarn and do a double crochet. Yeah, this, until you get the hang of it, it's a little bit weird. So we have the single crochet here. We're gonna go in there and we're gonna do a single crochet, yarn over the hook, and again we have this stitch here that we skipped. From behind the work, you insert your hook, and you know, like when you're fishing a fish or something like that, grab it like that, and then pull up a loop and do the double crochet. Again, we have this single crochet here. We're gonna go in there, do a single crochet, yarn over the hook, and we have the last stitch from the previous row that we skipped, this one there. So from behind the work, insert your hook and then kind of hook it, you know, and you have the, well, make sure that you don't grab something else, you know, many other things from behind. Pull up a loop and then do the double crochet, and in the last stitch here you're gonna do a single crochet. You always start with a single crochet and you finish with a single crochet. Chain 1, and now we're gonna repeat the second row. Yeah, it's gonna look like this. So the first stitch here, we're gonna do in there a single crochet, chain 1, skip this double crochet, this stitch, and in here we're gonna do a single crochet, chain 1, skip this double crochet, the next stitch, and in the next we're gonna do a single crochet, chain 1, skip this double crochet, so it's the next stitch. In the next stitch you're gonna go in there and you're gonna do a single crochet, then chain 1. This is the only row that you're gonna chain 1, the one with the single crochet. Then skip this double crochet, and in the next do a single crochet, chain 1. Yeah? Okay, then skip this double crochet, and in the last you're gonna do 1 single crochet, chain 1, and now we're gonna repeat the row with the weird stuff. So the first stitch is here, it's this one here. We're gonna go in there and we're gonna do a single crochet. Now we have this stitch here that we skipped, so yarn over the hook, go from behind and grab it like this, you know, and then pull up a loop and then do a double crochet, and then you have the single crochet here. You go in there and you do a single crochet, yarn over the hook. We have the stitch below that we skipped. From behind the work, insert your hook, and then, you know, with the hook down, grab it, pull up a loop, do a double crochet, move to the next stitch where you're gonna do a single crochet, yarn over the hook, and again the stitch that we skipped, it's right here, it's below. Go from behind, grab it. It's gonna be easy. The first row, it's you know, the first time that you have to do this, it's a little bit weird and fiddling. So the next one, we're gonna do a single crochet, yarn over the hook, we go from behind, grab that, pull up a loop, do a double crochet. The next one is single crochet, yarn over the hook. The last stitch that we skipped is right here, this one. Go from behind, grab it, like hook it, and then pull up a loop, do a double crochet, and in the last stitch here we're gonna do a single crochet, chain 1, turn your work, it's gonna look like this. Then the first stitch is here, we go in there and we're gonna do a single crochet, and then we're gonna chain 1. This is the row that we do the single crochet and chain 1. So skip this double crochet, and in the next here we're gonna do a single crochet, then chain 1, skip this double crochet, the next stitch, and in the next we do a single crochet, chain 1, skip the double crochet, move to the next stitch. So you skip one stitch and in the next, because you have to, otherwise you wouldn't chain this one here, do a single crochet, chain 1, skip one stitch, in the next do a single crochet, chain 1, skip one stitch, and in the last one we're gonna do a single crochet, chain 1, and we start again. I'm gonna do this row with you and then I will stop. So the first stitch is here, we're gonna go in there and we're gonna do a single crochet. Then the stitch that we skipped, it's right here. So yarn over the hook, go from behind the work, hook those, you know, that stitch, pull up a loop, and then do a double crochet. And the single crochet is here, go and do a single crochet, yarn over the hook, and now it's the stitch below that we skipped, go from behind and hook that, pull up a loop, do a double crochet. The next you want to do a single crochet, yarn over the hook, and you have the stitch below here, go from behind, insert your hook and hook that stitch, pull up a loop, do a double crochet. The next one you're gonna do a single crochet, then the stitch that we skip, it's here from the previous row, hook that, do a double crochet. Next we're gonna do a single crochet, yarn over the hook, and the last stitch that we skipped from previous row, it's here, go from behind, insert your hook, hook it, pull up a loop, do a double crochet, and in the last stitch here, this one, we're gonna do a single crochet, chain 1, turn your work, it's gonna look like this. And again, the first stitch it's here, you do a single crochet, chain 1, you skip this double crochet, the next stitch you're gonna skip, and in the next you're gonna do a single crochet, chain 1, skip the next stitch, and in the next you do a single crochet, chain 1. I said I will stop after that row. So you skip this one, do a single crochet, chain 1, skip this double crochet, the next stitch, in the next stitch do a single crochet, chain 1, skip one stitch, which is the double crochet, and in the last stitch here do a single crochet, chain 1, and then you start again. The first stitch is here, you do a single crochet, then yarn over the hook, and the stitch that we skip, it's right here. Yeah, well, it's a little bit fiddling, but I'm you know, I want to say that it's easy. After maybe 2 rows, when you do that double crochet going behind the work, your hand is going to be a little bit flexible and it's going to be easy to do that. Yeah, it looks like this, the tiny sample. And I like that the edges are a little bit, well, straight, you know, might have this, but I think it's nice, these bumpy things here. But it's really nice to work with this stitch. And it's quite dense, yeah, quite dense. It's nice. Each side I like it. So if you like to try this stitch, only 2 rows repeat, it's very easy, and I'm sure you can do it. Yeah. Okay guys, thank you for watching. Bye bye.